Alright, since, you know, my memory's so terrible and I can't be trusted to remember anything, let's get going. You gotta reteach me everything they gotta do.
Well, there's no, because there is some new stuff that you never did before. So, alright. Don't forget, what are your mom's plants? Them. It's not a whole lot. And if you could, on that one bush that I've transplanted out there, water that one if it's not raining.
Which one's that?
The smallest one over by the light post.
By the light post.
Okay,
one.
that one, those plants, this thing, because there are leaves starting to come on, so it is alive.
Oh yeah, huh. What do you know?
Them over there, that one there, and those two little things up there, and the one on the porch up there. But that's only if it, the one on the porch has to be because they were under the overhang in those two. But if you get rain, you don't have to, you know how to do that, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's a little bit different formation in there too, you know, right?
I don't see what's so different.
Well, you can walk right to the other one now from the inside. It's up to you. All right, I will fill the water containers completely up right before I leave, right?
Okay.
And the food things. So I doubt that you're going to have to put any food in these because it usually lasts a week. The water you'll have to check depending on how hot it is, naturally. If I was you, if you have to fill both of them, like if both of them start to empty, I'd worry about one more than the other. Because this one, because I can't remember, did you have to get any of them off where you couldn't turn it? You had to use the mallet?
No, I haven't. No.
Because that one over there,
I don't remember, to be honest.
That one over there, I almost always have to use a rubber mallet for.
I think I just only refilled the one.
Okay. That would be this one with the tape on it.
Yeah.
That one, if you put your knee on it, you can get it. Okay?
Right.
Hopefully you won't have to fill them up at all.
I think I like ran out the last day and I had to refill them.
So you give them that half a thing of
Have a thing of worms, I remember.
Okay. That's whenever you get up. And I got to do this now anyway because it's time for them. But you can do this later on in the day. And that is just come in and you're going to take a little bit of this. See how friendly they are? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Good. And you're just going to take, what I like to do now is take a handful and like spread it all around like that.
I mean, you might as well. Yeah.
So that way they can just go around and get that. Yeah. It keeps them busy too, you know? Instead of all in one spot, it kind of keeps them busy to go around and stuff like that. All right, that's pretty easy. Check for eggs naturally. I'd appreciate it if you did clean out the poop in the pen. Not in the pen, in the house. I'll have it cleaned. If you don't, you don't. I would appreciate it though. What?
What?
I heard something. It's real easy though, Tom, now. Because look, I keep the cart right out here. Right? So all you got to do is go in here. Right? Check for eggs. You got to check for eggs anyway.
Right. And
they've been pooping in this one, that one, and this one. So you just scrape it into that thing and dump it in there, and they poop over there. And then you just put that, dump it in there. I'd appreciate it. I am going to put some more hay in here before I leave also, because it's getting kind of scarce.
Yeah, I'm noticing.
Easy. That's easy, right? You don't have any questions about this, right?
Nothing's really changed, so.
All right, so let's go over to the ducks. This is the one that you've never done before. This is a little bit more complicated, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you had to go get ducks.
Huh?
What?
All right. So, they're very noisy. Don't be scared of them, whatever you do, right? This ball tie down here, right? Just take it out like that. But I want you to remember every time later on in the day to put that back on. Because an animal can come up and pry that open. Okay?
Sure.
Alright, so this, flip that back, come on in, and whenever you come in, make sure you close it and put the latch down. See how easy it is. Like you could just, if you grab it over by the door, Tom. No, you can't put it down.
I got one hand.
No, you only need one hand. Look, if you grab it, if you let me finish my sentence. If you grab it closer to the pole, it's easier to do it like that.
I was trying.
All right, you don't gotta get all testy. All right, so in the morning, you'll come in here, right? Here's their food. It's in that can. In this can, there is, I gotta get, this will be all the way filled up. Just take a cup of it, put it in there, put it, till it's, you don't have to overfill it, but just till it's filled up, right?
Okay.
The water, you'll just keep an eye on this, because if this is empty, that means the water level's below it, right? I just filled this up today. I've had to fill this up every single day.
All right.
Just to let you know. All right, to gather the eggs, and they will have eggs in here every single day, right?
Okay.
So if you look in there and you don't see any, that means they covered it up with the hay.
Okay.
So this is what you do. Take your little net, put that down here. There's a little latch right here, right? See it?
I see it.
All right, pick this up. I got this thing right here. You see how it gets caught up here in this corner?
Yeah.
So you gotta watch that, and then just put this right under that piece of wood. That'll hold it up. But if you look inside, you can see that indentation down there, right there.
Sounds like a nest.
Yeah, that's where they always lay eggs. Now, yesterday they were over here. But sometimes, there should be 3. Every one of these has been laying an egg almost every single day, right?
Okay.
I think there's only occasionally where there's 2, but if you only see 2, one of them could be underneath this. Just take this net, it's easier than reaching down, and go like that and get them in the net. You should be able to get all 3 of them in there. If a couple of them are underneath the hay, just take the one out, then move the stuff aside, look for the other one. As you can see, they haven't even been pooping in here, which is really nice. So you won't have to worry about any of that stuff, right? Then after you have the eggs, I usually have them, all 3 of them in one hand like this, and I just kind of hold this up like this. Make sure you put this all the way down, because if not, if it gets caught on something, it can fall on them, right? And close it up and latch it. If you didn't want to latch it, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Nobody's gonna open it up in here, right? But like I said, with this thing, keep an eye on that, because even though it's filled up right now, because I filled it up this morning, by the afternoon, late afternoon, that might be empty, or halfway empty.
Okay. Well.
Don't forget I'll be putting fresh water in there too.
Yeah.
But don't forget, they have that too, and they'll be drinking that too, I'm sure. But the trough is easy to fill up. You can do that from the outside, right? What I usually do.
The heck's that from?
Oh, it's a piece of plastic.
I see that.
Yeah. What I usually do, like I said, is I fill that up first thing in the morning, right?
Okay.
Make sure they have clean water. Oh, I didn't even show you that, did I? Okay, so to fill this up, because it'll be dirty, you could just take these clips off. They just come right off. If you didn't want to do that, just fill it up like this. Not a big deal, right? Just bring the picture. I bring the picture out for this. Okay. But if you have to fill that up, just use the hose. All right.
All right.
And getting out is easy. You open that, come out, close it. Oh, I forgot to make sure they don't get out right now. I forgot to put I forgot to put the net back up on top. Put the net back up on top afterwards. All right. And like I said, and then just everything is, there you go. Easy. Oh, and also, if you could, every day in the afternoon sometime, grab a little baggie of peas. And
have the treats.
And just dump them right here in the fence to go down in the pool. They absolutely love that. All right. Any questions about them?
None that I can think of. It's pretty comprehensive. I mean,
yeah,
that bucket is just bring the hose over, peel back the lid, and
Yeah, if you didn't want
Fill
to
it,
carry
right?
it out, you could take the lid off there and go right up with the hose right to the side and fill it up here. Then you'd have to go back in and put the lid back on.
Well, yeah, but then I won't have to carry it, and it looks like it's all
Exactly.
water's just gonna spill out.
Yeah, it will. Also, I don't know how many times I've hit my head on these zip ties over here, because you forget that it's like an angle.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
So I mean, so be cautious of that when you come over. But yeah, if I was you, just pry the lid off. You know, you could probably even like leave the lid a little bit open on one side, so that you could just come over and just fill it up like that, where you don't even have to go in and take it off.
I mean, they've never knocked it over, have they?
No, I've never let it get down to nothing either. But they're not like that. I don't think they would do that.
I don't know. They tend to run around a lot. Does that one have a feather in its nose?
Yeah, got a feather stuck on his nose.
It's got a feather in each nostril.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, you're supposed to go in the water and get that out. It'll go. They'll be in the water at some point. I'm going to be putting peas in there today anyway. But try to just remember that, like you give them snacks in the morning. These, if you wanted to bring the peas out when you went in there to do everything else, that's fine. But if I was you, I would not put those peas in there until you were out of there, or else you're going to get wet.
Really rather not have that happen.
And you're welcome for me telling you that, because I could have just not told you and let you experience it.
I mean, you say that like I couldn't figure that out on my own.
You would have figured it out after you got wet, because that's what happened to me. You would have did the same thing. You would have put the peas in there to try to keep them occupied. They would have been in the pool, but as soon as you went to walk out, they would have been freaked out and splashed you. I should have just not told you.
Well, thank you for your magnanimous suggestion.
If you wanted to, like, you could wet the ground over here. If it doesn't rain,
Wet the
and over
ground?
there when you're doing the water, just for the grass seed, I put it right there,
right.
and I just put it over in that spot over there. All right. If you know, if you don't, you don't. It's supposed to rain a lot, so I think we'll be okay. Is there any questions? Is there any questions with this or that?
I got nothing. I mean,
if
it sucks
if you feel like you have to do, you want to do something. I mean, you could take the thing in there and get some duck poop up off the ground and just dump it over in the side over there. Be a tremendous help. But if you didn't, it just make more work for me when I come back.
I mean, I'm doing this stuff to keep them alive anyway.
Yeah. And then September will be, the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. Me and Mom are going away in September.
You're going away again?
Yeah, we're going to be going to Virginia.
See,
What?
you with this whole like, oh, we're going on another vacation again. It keeps happening.
Well, it's only twice this year. It's not a big deal. I mean, you just do the same thing, but at least you'll know everything, how to do it and everything,
Yeah, but it doesn't, that's not the point. The point is that you keep going on these vacations. It's just like, oh, go take care of my hobby for me while I go off and do,
Look, Tom,
vacation things.
Rules are rules in a household, okay? I mean, you're taking care of the ducks. It's not just my hobby. They're also part of the household, okay?
Yeah, I'm not even the only one who thinks this either.
Well, who else?
People on the internet, they agree with me.
People on the internet? Were you talking to people on the internet and they're telling you that?
Yeah, like people in the comment section. I see people like,
my
oh,
gosh,
it's your
Tom,
hobby.
don't even
Like,
start.
why
Look,
do I have to take care of it?
I'm not going to concern myself with the opinion of a teenager, because I guarantee a teenager wrote that. Somebody who doesn't pay a mortgage and pay all the bills in their house and have a kid. I guarantee they're teenagers that are writing that.
Do you know for sure?
I guarantee it. Whether it's a hobby or not is irrelevant, right? Because it's part of the household. It's part of the chores. I could have you cleaning the house. Would that be better? I could have you vacuuming the house. I could have you doing outside chores that I don't have to take care of, like the lawn before I leave. I could make you do that. Is that better?
No. I get it. I get it. You're
Exactly. It's
very generous.
It's like Seinfeld. A rule's a rule, Jerry. That's what Kramer had to tell him.
Rule's a rule.
Rule's a rule.
Right. I keep
All
that
right.
in mind.
Any questions?
Nope.
All right, there you go.